Okay, y'all. So, Big Brother season 28. Big Brother 28. Okay. The first episode. So, the first episode was really good. I really liked the episode. I like the theme. So, the theme is time travel. So, the house guests will be going back in time. They will be time traveling back to different periods of time. I like that theme a lot. It's really nice. So we get to meet the house guests. Now, when they first introduced all the house guests, they just introduced all of the women first, and then they introduced the men. So as they was introducing the men, I was just like, oh my gosh, they didn't come up with no cute men yet. And then finally, I seen like two nice looking guys out of the whole bunch that I think they look nice. Um, and I can't remember their names because it's only the first episode. But yeah, I'll be remembering their names sooner or later, but I don't remember all their names. Actually, yeah. So, all the house guests come inside the house. Not all of them, but a few of the house guests come inside the house. So, as soon as they get in, Julie tells them that they won't be, that they won't be competing for HOH right away because they don't have all the house guests, which they were short some house guests. I think they was at like 14 and they need like a few more or whatever. So they basically is gonna do who's gonna have safety for the week. So they all have to split up into um, three groups of four, and two people has to sit out. Okay, because there's not enough house guests. So three groups of four play that game to see which one of them is going to have safety for the week. So the first challenge was all the way back to 1988, which was nice. He was in the shopping mall and he had to stack shit up on his little rack or whatever. It was nice. So they stacking up their little items on the rack or whatever. And that challenge seemed real difficult. Like, I mean, not really difficult, but yeah, if I was there doing that challenge, I would have been annoyed pretty much. Um, so yeah, I probably would have been annoyed. And it was a guy that won that challenge. I can't remember his name right now. And then the next challenge was a challenge where they had to put logs in front of one another to try to make a bridge to get across this little river thing. And I can't believe they was actually getting stuck on that challenge. Like, I was like, they was like, oh, I don't know which way to go. I'm like, oh my goodness, just follow the damn path. And I think it was end up a guy that ended up winning that challenge as well. I think guys won all the challenges pretty much in the game, or I think a woman won too once. And then they had another challenge where they had to guess like it was a ball challenge, and they had to guess like how many times somebody said whatever drink or whatever. And they had to press the buzzer, and whoever was the last person to press the right answer lost or whatever. And they did that until they got down to one player. So after each one of these challenges, they was able to bring in one additional house guest who was a celebrity house guest or a well-known, person or whatever. So from the first challenge, they had brought in Angela. Okay, they brought in Angela. And then for the second challenge, they had brought in Devins from Survivor. And then in the third one, they brought in Rachel again. Okay, again. So as everybody's coming in or whatever, first off, when Angela came in, one of the other house guests, she's like an older lady, whatever. She's so sweet. I like her. I can't wait to see like how she play and her strategy or whatever the case may be. But when Angela came in there, girl, she was like throwing shade at Angela. She was like, I'm gonna be the only over 60 something plus over 60 woman up in here. I was like, okay. But that lady is so cute. I like her. And I really can't see what her I can't wait to see what her gameplay and her strategy is gonna be. Oh, and it's this other girl that's in there. I can't think of her name, but she came in there and she seen this one girl, and these are like the newbies or whatever, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I just want to be her best friend, girl." And why she go inside of the she she asked the girl where she was sleeping at, and she picked her, like slept like at the bunk bed that was like right on top of hers. I was like, yeah, this. I was like, she seemed like a stalker friend for real. No shade, whatever. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. Like, you just coming there knowing that's the girl you want to be your best friend. You don't even know if you're gonna get along with that girl. This is your first day meeting each other. So, what else happened? So after everybody came in, they have all the house guests or whatever. They all go to compete for the HOH competition or whatever. Now, the only people who can win or compete for the HOH competition is the three special, the last three house guests, who was the celebrity guests or whatever. So as they in there, it goes back to the prehistoric dinosaur age, which I thought it was kind of cute. And then everybody gives like a little speech or whatever. And then when they get to Rachel, her ass is doing a lot of talking. And I'm like, girl, why is you doing too much talking? And then this fucking dinosaur that chased her ass up into a volcano, and she fell down into it. So Julie was like, well, Rachel is not in the game anymore. She's gone. So the house guests are still at the HOH competition, waiting for the additional house guests to come in, and Julie basically went and did some craziness with this time travel thing. Now, they had this time travel table, and the time travel table or capsule, whatever, is going to take them to like whatever time period that, their competitions will be in or whatever. And I kind of like that. Like, this is like a fun thing. And then I also think that they said that they was going to bring back the BB Blockbuster for this season as well. So those are all of the surprises and everything that we got going on. So as I get to know more about these house guys, I'll start dropping the tea on what's happening with them. But yeah, pretty much. So far I'm loving the first episode. It was very entertaining. Okay, and I just can't wait to see the second one for real. So yeah. Tell me what y'all thought about the episode, and tell me who y'all favorite house guests are so far. And I'll see y'all in the next one.